My name's Adele and I'm married to Andrew, and we have a almost 7-year-old called Isaac, and Lucy is she's 4.5, and then Finn is 2.5.
My name's Liz and my husband Jeremy. We're from Wellington and we've got 2 boys. This is Brody and he's just over 2, and we've got an older son, Tyler, who's nearly 7.
I'm Kelly and I'm married to Dale, and this is our youngest, Esther. Esther Joy is her full name. She is the youngest of 10, so she's got 9 older brothers, and then her, so she's our nice wee surprise.
So on the 10th of October, Isaac was diagnosed with leukemia up in Wellington. They told us the next day we needed to relocate the whole family down to Christchurch. So we were told the diagnosis at 9:30 p.m. I went home, packed bags to be back at the hospital at 7 a.m. With the whole family. So it was very great that when we arrived after such a sudden diagnosis that we were welcomed into Ronald McDonald House and shown 2 rooms where our kids could sleep, and told that dinner would be on the table, and that we could be here as long as we needed to.
Well, in early August, Brody was diagnosed with leukemia. So he was diagnosed in Wellington, and within 24 hours we were flown down here by Life Flight ambulance. Ronald McDonald House were able to put us up and provide us with meals and just somewhere to stay and a place to get away from the hospital when we needed it. So Brody's, we were here for full time for just over 2 months, living here in Christchurch and at Ronald McDonald House. We called it our home, a little holiday home.
So what she's got is called Apert syndrome. So it's a craniofacial thing that her mid-face doesn't grow in the womb, and her fingers and toes don't grow, so they're all mitted and joined together, and some of the bones are fused. So she's had about 10 operations so far. They've separated her fingers, so she's got fingers. There's no joints in her fingers, but at least they're separate and mobile. And she's had operations on her head to give her brain room to grow, and will ultimately have a massive operation to pull her mid-face forward in a couple of years' time. So our first time at Ronald McDonald was when she was 8 weeks old. We came up for an MRI, and she's nearly 7, so we've been coming up for a while.
So for us, probably the thing that we've found the best about Ronald McDonald House is just having that home away from home. Obviously we spent quite a bit of time here, so it was actually having that support, somebody to come and have just to have a drink or just a chat over dinner about how the day, have a debrief, people who have been going through similar experiences.
There's all the practical things, like the fact that dinner's cooked every night, and that there's a spacious room, and there's playgrounds for the kids, and there's toys and books.
Staff are always happy, always obliging. There's never anything that you can ask them that they don't say, no, that's fine, we'll try and do it for you, it's as good as gold.
I think for us it's just one of you hear about Ronald McDonald House around, and you just think, oh wow, how awful would that be for your kid to have cancer, or for your kid to be sick such that you would need a service like that. And so it's just this other little world, and suddenly, through no choice of our own, we've entered into it and discovered what an incredible blessing and support it is to people in our situation.
I always say with Esther, we were given a life membership to a club we never wanted to join, and what we're going to do with that is going to be how we handle the rest of our lives, with Esther's condition. And that's what so many families epitomise here. They're given this card that they, life membership to a club they never wanted to join, but man, they do the hard stuff. When I heard that all these volunteers cooked food and cleaned the whole place, and people donated for this, I was like, oh, I'm so thankful. So thankful.
Thank you so much, Ronald McDonald House from the Southerton family.
Thank you, Ronald McDonald House from the Burrows family.
Thank you so much, Ronald McDonald House from the Wairau family.